Okay, we're back in public session. We have a motion and a second on this MOE related bond resolution request. Any further discussion? I just have a quick question, and I know you can't narrow it down specifically, but can you remind us what our annual fiscal burden will be related to payments associated with a bond of $37 million?
Well, first off, you're gonna do the $8 million first. I think when we first looked at that, it was 8 and 15, I believe, and it was like $800,000 in interest payment would be added to the 26 budget. No, it would be added to the 27 budget, because you're gonna borrow in 26, so you're not gonna see any increased cost in 26, except for the $100,000 that we put in to actually do the borrowing. So 27, you'll see that if you borrow more than the $8 million, you're gonna have two bands out there, both will carry interest. So you'll have an $8 million and a $37 million. So that, you're probably gonna, have like $1.5 million hit in 27. And that's probably on the low side. It all depends on the market and how we structure the financing. So, and then 28, you'll have an interest payment and a partial principal. And then in 29, you'll have the full, and I think we came up with like $2.4 million. That is the year that will overlap with the public safety facility coming off, which is about 1.6. So that year will be your double year, and then the following year, that 1.6 will fall off. 29. And then your next bond won't come off until 2033. So you will have a double year on 29 for 3 bonds, 3 band payments, 3 borrowing payments, I guess, because you will not bond probably in 27. You won't do that long-term bonding until the project is completed, which could be, I don't know, the estimate was, I think, end of 27. Dwight, do you remember that? Was the project to be completed end of 27? Yeah, so you probably won't bond until you know all that, which will probably be 28 or 29, so. Yeah, when it's all done, so. Right, right. And we'll always work with our fiscal advisors, we'll work with them to see what the market rates are, when is a good time to do all that. We have a lot of conversations with all those fiscal people that do that for a living, so.
John?
Don't need to know now, and I don't know if you have the answer, probably Tom, but now that we've okayed all this, we're moving forward, we gotta get on the move on getting the water and sewer districts done, because they don't happen overnight. And I don't know if some of the bonding or grants are dependent on that, so we need some conversation somewhere down the road.
Do you know if those applications, either one of you, can go in as soon as possible, or do they have to wait? You probably just gotta get the designs and stuff. Right. Yeah, it's probably gonna take a while to get some paperwork done before we even apply for that, but that will probably be about a year. They're saying that it has to go to the comptroller to be approved for the actual district for us to own them. So that will be some time, but this project will provide for us without that, so we should be all set with this project to be able to have this facility up and running, even if that does take a year or so. Okay, that's just a different project.
Anything else? All in favor, say aye. Opposed? That, bless you, and that's carried.
Thank you very much.
Okay, unfinished business. New business. Is that where we're doing that? Okay, in unfinished business, we failed to get a motion and a second last week on closing the books on ACT-DC. Sounded like we had consensus that we wanted to go ahead and do that, but according to the minutes, we never got a motion and a second. So we're going to clean that up and do it again today. And we never really had a specific number either, and it sounds like we still don't have a specific number on what we need to close the books. So I think we did an up to 4,000. It's 4,000 work. So would anyone care to make a motion to what are we doing? We're just appropriating back table?
I think you don't need to transfer any money. I think we have available funds to be able to pay that.
Okay, so to pay the bill.
Yep.
Make
So
a
I
motion.
think our, per the county administrator, we will pay ACTDC.
Gotcha.
I gotta say that.
So just to be, so you're going to, the county will pay ACTDC after 4 years, I can do that. And then it's up to them, it's their debt to pay those. So they will write the checks and pay off that debt, correct? So the motion that we're doing today is for the ACTDC to cease doing business as in the broadband, but we're not really getting rid of that corporation, are we?
All we're looking for today is authorization to
To pay the bill, to pay off the fund,
provide payment to ACTDC of up to $4,000.
yeah,
Is that your motion?
yes.
Okay, is there a second? Thank you. Dwight, discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. That makes Sarah happy. New business. Go to the order. Would anyone care to make a motion to enter executive session for purpose discussing collective negotiations? Mr. Ricky, Mr.